I've always been fascinated by ube, also called purple yam. It is an absolutely amazingly tasty and nutritious food. In the Philippines, it's one of the most popular foods at Christmas time, if not the most popular. As a plant, it is a wonderful ornamental that you can use to brighten up your garden. It is mainly grown in Asia, particularly the Philippines. Here in the United States, it is grown mainly in California, but I'm sure it can be replicated here in Texas. Now, here's the ube, and as you can see, it's beginning to spread all over. It got intertwined with other plants and spreading its vines along. The soil here is also beginning to get into the other plants. One is actually growing underneath this wooden thing. There's one plant right here and another one right here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna transplant it right there. Spread its vines along the little structure. Now, because the ube is entangled with this vine, I would have to disentangle it. Now, the one thing that I did not expect is that this ube has already taken root underneath the pot along with the other, and that indicates the plant is beginning to outgrow its pot. That is not unusual for most root tubers because it is their property to preserve themselves during winter or hot weather. You will note here that the ube has already grown pretty long. What I normally do to take it out of the pot is basically to press against the pot just like this, dislodge the root system, pull the ube, there you go. Then I spin the vines around just like this. Easy, not bad. And you will note here that there are multiple branches. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the same thing. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, actually 5. Here are some grass clippings that I got from my neighbor. He gave me like 5 big plastic bags, and I'm gonna use them. You will note here that the soil is a little sandy. That seems to work for the plant. In the meantime, I'm gonna cover it with grass clippings, and hopefully that should suppress the grass around it. That's what I'm gonna do with the other plant over there. Finally, these are my ube plants after I transplanted them. For the final pictures, let's see. Nope, we'll try the full blast. Oh, not so good. Okay. Well, here's another purple yam. I would have to transplant the whole box. Spot right here. There it is. You will note that there is a garden soil underneath, and then I'm gonna have to put some more. Spread it around. I would have to spin this. Here you see some grass growing over the mound of clay. I'm gonna cut it over and then pile it on top as covering, like some kind of a mulch, to protect the purple yam from dehydration. At the same time, this will serve as compost for the plant. Now here's the ube after some weeks. One thing about the ube is that they cannot tolerate too much water. They can tolerate freezing and frosty weather, but not too much water. Soak the avocado. So this now this is what happens when the winter hits. It'll dry it up but won't kill it. So it is a good thing for you to save all the bulbils, the seeds, so you can grow for the next season. At the peak of winter season, the plant is gonna dry up and then it recovers at springtime. Once the water sets in, the plant dives from the bottom to the top. In fact, it is its massive root system that keeps the plant alive. It also explains its rapid growth and resilience. You can see here, I have decided to dig the ube out of the ground, and see it's beginning to get mushy and squeezy. See, it's soft and it's beginning to rot. Let me also dig my other ube, hoping that maybe it is still alive. And just like the other one, it's rotting. Not a good sign. If you dig deep, okay, there might be a chance that it'll grow back to life. So alright, okay, let's put them all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Part of the tuber is actually rotting. Clean it nicely, that way it doesn't affect the whole fruit. Still firm, so I'm still positive. Fingers crossed, we'll see. So this one is pretty tough, so okay, yeah. So I'm cutting away the brown portion because they seem to be rotting too. So there you go. That looks way better. Big chunk is rotting, so I doubt it if this tuber will make it. Almost nothing. Next up, we're gonna transplant the ube. This one's more clay, mostly sand, just for comparison, and fingers crossed. Now I'm transporting this pot a more protected site. I have a tiny little piece of ube just for experiment and see how if it's gonna grow. It looks like it's rotting, but at the same time it's firm on the outside. All right, fingers crossed. Here's ube or purple yam 4 days after it emerged from the ground. It has a very distinct deep purple color, which makes it easy to identify. Here's the ube 9 days from when it popped out of the ground. Deep purple color is slowly disappearing, giving way to green leaves. New leaves that are forming now are mainly purple, but not as deep purple. Now that the ube is almost completely covered in grass clippings, we just need to shake it off. Now, to give you a sense of its rapid growth and potential, let me show you this daily diary. Now, if you like this video, like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so. Leave a comment below, hit that notification bell for more updates, and see you in the next one. Bye!